Hi, this is Kevin Trainer. Welcome to my video on tips and tricks for playing my videos that I record and publish on YouTube. If you've come here, you're either a student from one of my classes at one of the iSchools, either the one at Milwaukee or the one at the University of Illinois in Champaign. Or you might just be a YouTuber who found your way to my channel. In any case, it's going to help you to kind of understand how I record my videos and how best to be in full control of the way that you play them back. Now, why would you want to be in full control? Well, you might have already sensed here from your listening that my delivery is a little bit on the slow side for your typical listener. And there's a reason for that. I've had a stuttering problem for most of my life. And about 25 years ago, I put a lot of effort into therapy for that. And they taught us a way to speak that includes a lot of properties, but included in them is controlling the rate at which we speak. And so you'll find if you listen to me at normal speed, because I find this too, it seems kind of slow. Okay. So how can you fix that? Well, luckily in the YouTube player, we have a setting that allows us to change the playback speed. Even better yet, it allows us to change it on the fly. Now, why would you want to change it on the fly? Well, because over the course of a recording, a couple things will vary. One is my rate is going to vary. Sometimes I go a little faster, sometimes I go a little slower. The other thing is the task that you're trying to do, if you're just trying to listen to one of my stories, you you probably want to listen fairly fast. On the other hand, if you're trying to follow along with some work I'm doing at the keyboard and you're trying to copy that, well, then you're probably going to want it to be pretty slow. Then my normal rate might seem just fine. Okay? So, where do you control all these things on the player? Well, here we go. I've got my player, and down here on the bottom right is a gear icon for settings. And if we click that, we can see a couple of things. One, I'm just going to take this opportunity to tell you to set the quality of your video to auto. That's going to allow you to take full advantage of all the resolution I used when I recorded the video. Okay, so I always have it on auto, and that seems to work just fine for me. The playback speed is up here, and you can see I recently had it at 2. Now 2 is pretty fast. So if I click here, you can see that you can go slower than the normal speed, although that's not something you're typically going to want. But if you have a use case for it, you can certainly do that. Or faster. And if you go faster, it's by 1/4 increments all the way from normal, which is implicitly 1.0, up through 1.5, 1.25, 1.5, 1.75, and 2. Now, what's a good speed to listen to? Well, it depends on what I'm doing, what I do. Okay. So if I have a class and I want to review the lecture that everybody listened to before we have a discussion, I'll just play it at 2. I can listen to it at 2. Probably a little fast for you, but of course, I said this stuff. Okay. Sometimes it's even fast for me, and I've got to back off to 1.75. When I'm playing it, normally The slowest I played is about 1.25. I spent a lot of time around 1.5, depending upon how fast my rate was when I recorded it. And again, what activity I'm trying to do as I listen, I can go up and down. And the nice thing is that while you're listening, you can say, okay, let's listen at normal. And then you can say, okay, let's go a little faster. That's not fast enough. Let's go all the way up here. No, that's too fast. Let's put it at 1.5. Yeah, that seems right for now. Okay, and then you can come back a little later and say, hey, we're typing here. Let's go back to normal. Okay, so you can change it on the fly. So I'm going to demonstrate what that looks like. I'm going to play this. So I have this at normal now. I'm going to play a recording I have here. It's the Chapter 9 lecture from the Zell 3rd edition Python book. And I think this is the part 1 of the lecture. And I'm going to play it at normal, and then I'll go faster and faster, and then I'll drop it back down, and you'll get the idea of how this feature works and how you can probably use it to your advantage and get full control, which is what I'd like you to have. So here goes. Hi, this is Kevin Trainer. Welcome to my lecture on Chapter 9 of the 3rd edition of the Zell Python programming book. That's a little slow. Chapter 9 is about simulation and design. And Chapter 9 is I think a pretty cool chapter. Okay, the simulation aspect is maybe that's a little slow important for a lot of reasons, but one of the reasons is it's really fun to build games with your newly found skill of computer programming. I think back to when I learned to program well over 40 years ago, and the first things that I wanted to build were games. And these days, there are a lot of books on how to build games with all kinds of programming tools, including Python. So what we're going to simulate is a game. I was just doing a review. I'd go as high as 2. Perhaps you'll take that as some inspiration as to something you might want to do on your own after the course is over. The next thing is that the simulation that they do, they really go about it in kind of a purposeful way. They try to design. Okay, but if I really want to do something with the keyboard, the program, I might be back here in a pretty thoughtful way. So this is the first time that we'll have talked about program design. Okay, so you get the idea. Okay, the idea is that you're in control. Okay, I speak at the rate which I speak, and well, that's unfortunate, but that's what I've got for you. Okay, that doesn't mean you have to listen at that rate. And there's a lot of control that you can use to get it to play just at the rate that you want for whatever you're doing and whatever I'm doing. So I'm hoping that these tips and tricks are going to improve your experience with the videos. I know they improve mine. I've had comments from students over the years so that they improve their experience as well. So I'm hoping that's going to be true for you. So I'm going to say bye for now until next time. Bye-bye.